Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to We Are Soccer. My word, what a ton of football we have to talk about. The North London Derby happened. 4-1, London is red. We are talking MLS. That is kicked off. It is opening day, opening weekend of the MLS. Brooks is going a little crazy over here as he's watched almost every single minute of every single game. I don't even know what to tell you. We're talking about all of the games. In Miami, Messi getting a little upset after the game, looking for referees. We've got it. All right, Wrexham win again. You're kidding me. They can't do it, right? They cannot do it again, can they? They're into the playoff spot. We're going to talk about that. We're talking Bundesliga chat time with our buddy Nate because Stuttgart are into the VfB Pocal final. There's a lot to talk about there. Oh, and by the way, we're going to tell you about all the upcoming games this weekend you need to be watching. All right, you ready? Let's jump in.
What?
And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner! Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All right, let's go. North London Derby. That's the big game of the weekend we were all counting down to watch. Arsenal go to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and win 4-1. Eze and Yorkieres with braces. 4-1. Are you kidding me? Igor Tudor's first game in charge, and he gets hammered. After the game, he said, our two clubs are worlds apart. Worlds apart! He goes, our team looks what did he say? Just unmotivated. They were unorganized. They didn't know what to do. Now, he's only had, about a week or so to get his club, his team going. So no fault of his. But listen, he's not wrong. Arsenal are way up here. Oh, and by the way, Tottenham are now into a relegation battle. Do you think they'll be relegated? Throw your thoughts in the comments, friends. But listen, the first 10, 15 minutes of this game were chaotic. Just all over the place. Tottenham, are you kidding me? You didn't know what you were doing. You didn't know if the game was coming, going, left, right, center. You didn't know what was happening. You were a bit lucky to not go down early in the stages of the game. Then there was a technical error with communication with the linesman and the referee. So it took a couple of minutes to get that situated. And I just felt like, okay, after that, Tottenham seemed to understand what was going on, the gravity of the situation, and grew into the game. And then it just went straight downhill. Once Bukayo Saka ran round and found Eze in the box and a nice first goal by Eze, you were like, okay, the floodgates are going to open. Then Declan Rice makes a mistake at his box and Tottenham tied up 1-1. But you still saw the writing on the wall. It was pretty much traffic all one way. All right, not just me here. We've got our friends Nate. We've got our friends Brooks. There's all of us here. Boys, let's jump in.
Tottenham should think about signing that as a guy and announce it on their social media. Really good. Right? His first goal was awesome.
Oh, where the ball popped up and then he had to readjust and
he popped the ball up.
I don't know if that was on purpose.
I thought it was whatever. It popped up. It hit his foot. It popped up. He hit it.
Yeah.
I actually was watching it.
Yeah.
Want to know why?
Why?
Because I was here.
Yeah. Wait, here in this building? In the studio?
In this building.
In this building.
Not in this studio.
Kids game.
I don't even know where I'm at right now. Am I in this studio anymore? What is going on?
Sort of. We changed it around.
What is happening?
We changed it around.
I don't
we changed
even
it around
know.
just for you to see if you notice.
We feng shuied the room.
I should have sat just right in your chair over there.
So Eze's played against Tottenham. He's had 2 North London derbies now, and he scored 5 goals. I think he likes playing in this North London derby thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's kind of good.
You're right. They should have signed him.
They should have signed him.
Unfortunately, they didn't offer enough, and then at the last
$5
minute, Arsenal pipped in, and they got him.
Were they like $5 million off?
They were a bit off, yeah. And I don't.
It wasn't much. Yeah. It was just enough to be like,
yeah, and all right.
Why?
Before we go a little further in this particular game, Arsenal coming off of a 2-2 draw with Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are bottom of the league. They're propping up the league, Brooks. Arsenal went to Wolves midweek, Wednesday game. They were up 2-0. And everybody said, write this one off. But no! Wolves came back. And at the end of the game, Arteta said, we're ashamed, we're embarrassed. I think he used the words, we don't know how the hell this happened. This shouldn't have happened.
Yep.
So you're just thinking, oh no, Arsenal, you're going to do it again. You're going to do it again. They needed this game. They needed this 4-1 win over their rivals. And I think this is actually going to propel them forward. And I think it's Eze and Gutierrez who will be the driving force of why they will not lose the Premiership title this year. Brooks, what are your thoughts on all of that? I just spit at you.
I don't know. I mean, you bottle it against Wolves, but then you beat the snot out of Tottenham. You know, it's like you got to win the games because Man City's right behind you. Like, they're right behind them in the table.
Well,
you know, you have to win.
And they play them still.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
City.
Yeah, it's huge.
So you got to go a perfect record. Both of them do. So both of them they have to go perfect, right, in order for that game to really matter.
It's just so we're all clear. It's those two they're going to win the league. It's one of those two.
Or Manchester United.
Yeah. Yes. Because yes.
We haven't lost a game. I don't care.
Yeah.
You've played 5. You won 4. Wait.
So wait a minute. Point me at the wrong statement I just said. I like how he tries to correct
God.
me.
Yeah.
You played 5, but won 4.
God,
Was it? And the 5th one was a.
Here we go.
The 5th one was a.
A draw.
Draw.
And a draw is
Thank
a draw.
God, because the
Get a
idiot
point.
didn't have to cut his hair.
Hold on. Is the draw a loss, Brooks?
No.
Can you look that up, please? I
get it.
can't see you. Oh my God, I hate this.
The problem is, Nate, you're the second Manchester United fan that has come up to me and said that this today.
Yeah, but one of us are serious about that, and one of us just wanted to see.
You're not the serious one.
I don't know.
The
But one of us-
problem is-
I'm not going to claim I am or not. I just wanted to see you do that.
It's like, come on. Man City and Arsenal are not dropping that many points. Anyway, do you think that Arsenal have to remain unbeaten for the rest of the year, or because City are rolling at the moment, as they normally do at this time of year? They just find a way.
I just said it. I think both have to remain unbeaten. If one of them slips, it's going the other way. And I think, if memory serves me right, and I could be wrong, but I thought Arsenal had the harder schedule. I thought Arsenal had to play the harder schedule.
Let me pull that up here.
Yeah, they play Chelsea.
They do.
That's a tough game.
They've got Chelsea, then they have Brighton, and then they have Everton, then they have Bournemouth, then Man City on the 18th of April,
Yep.
Newcastle on the 25th of April, Fulham on May 2nd, West Ham on May 9th, Burnley on the 17th, and Crystal Palace on the 24th. Let me see what City's is.
Yeah,
They play a number 2 team, a number 4 team,
that's pretty tough.
a number 8 team, a number 9 team, a number 10 team, and a number 11 team. Yeah.
Arsenal have a tough run-in.
And then City, as I pull up the matches here.
Yes, sir.
So City have on the 28th, they play Leeds.
Bottom of the table.
Man City plays Nottingham Forest on March 4th.
Bottom of the table.
March 14th, West Ham.
Bottom of the table.
Then a postponed match that was made up or may have to be moved. They play Crystal Palace, so they'll still have to play Crystal Palace.
Mid-table.
And then they play Chelsea on April 11th.
Tough one.
Tough one.
And then there's the Arsenal match on the 18th. Burnley on the 25th of April.
Bottom of the table.
Everton on the 2nd of May.
Not bad.
Brentford on May 9th.
Tough one.
Bournemouth on May 17th.
Tough one.
And then Craig's Villa on the 24th.
Chip shot win. Chip shot win. Chip shot win.
Always a chip shot win.
Chip shot
Villa do not win at Man City. They will not win that game. Villa, by the way, finish off the season home to Liverpool, away to Manchester City.
That's rough.
We better have the top 5 wrapped up before those 2 games, because that could be the end of it. Anyway, no, Arsenal, the tougher schedule by far. They're going to drop points in there. They're going to drop points in there. They just need Man City to also drop points.
Yep.
All right. It is. Here's the table. Here it is. Arsenal currently 61 points. Man City in second on 56. Villa in third on 51 points. Chelsea and there's a log jam back for 4th place between Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool on 45. Manchester United with a game in hand as they play tomorrow. All right. Gun to head. Nate, gun to head, who's going to win it? Is it come out? Is it Arsenal, or are you going to go with Man City on this
I'm
one?
gonna go with Manchester United.
You're the crazy man.
No,
United fan.
honestly, maybe I just want to be a jerk. Maybe I just really want to see other people suffer in life. Maybe because, I just don't think the other team deserves it, and the other fan base would be way more excited for it. I'm gonna go with City, just because I don't know. I just don't want them to win.
Here's the thing. So someone told me today, they go, I'm rooting for Manchester City. And I go, why are you rooting for Manchester City to win the title? He goes, because if Arsenal win it, nobody will hear the end of it. We will all have just suffered for the next years it'll just be a suffering of years. He goes, if Manchester City win it, nobody will care. It's just another title.
That's true, but
nobody will care.
I don't know.
You don't want Ron Sana telling you how Arsenal or Dylan, how the greatest team in the world's Arsenal?
I do not need them texting me every day going, we're the best.
I said the same thing about Liverpool, and they were kind of quiet about it. They were happy, and then you don't really hear that much from it. But I don't know. I just want to watch them suffer.
You know what?
I don't. It's not like I don't.
Someone in the media. You're like, I just want to watch them suffer so I can write headlines about it.
I don't know. I don't hate Arsenal. I just would find it incredibly funny if they did it again.
Bottled
but this time with even more of a lead, even more of a jump out there.
They got a 5-point lead right now.
Is it 2 or is it game in hand?
Game in hand, I believe.
Yes. Man City have 27 matches played. Arsenal 28 matches.
So
played.
it's really
assuming,
and this is why I say City's got to win out. That match when they meet is gonna potentially decide the league.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, we're all gonna. We may have to do some sort of watch along. We may have to do some sort of hey, this is. I mean, it's go live for that game. I don't know. That could be the title decider right there.
Yep.
That could be the title decider. All right. I wanted to talk about some of the stats in this Tottenham game. At home, Tottenham shot attempts 6, 5 of them on target actually. And they could have scored a really nice goal. Richarlison a back heel, but David Ray off the line. What a great save there. Fouls 17-11. Tottenham with 17 there. Yellow cards 2 for Tottenham, 1 for Arsenal. Corner kicks were 5 for Arsenal, 2 for Tottenham. Arsenal 7 shots on goal, 20 shot attempts, 11 fouls, 1 yellow card. They have actually figured out how to be good, how to possess, how to go and get shots, and I think they've realized. I think they've literally realized this is something Aston Villa have not figured out, Brooks, and it drives me insane. Possession is great. That is great.
Might just go back to Villa.
If you just shoot the ball 4 times, you're probably not going to score a goal in this league. You need to shoot the ball a lot, right? You need to shoot the ball. You can't work the ball in the freaking goal every single time. Shoot. You're professionals. Drives me crazy with Villa. They just don't shoot the ball enough. But there you go. Listen, 2 North London derbies this year. 2 solid wins for Arsenal. Arsenal have painted that town red. It is over and done and dusted. Tottenham, my friends, let's look at this table. You are currently 16th.
I told you this could be possible.
Brooks,
Only 2-point different from Nottingham Forest.
All right, hold on. Here we go. All right, 16th position, 29 points. Nottingham Forest 17th on 27. West Ham in 18th. That's the 3rd spot that is going to drop on 25. Tottenham are 4 points clear. It can't happen, right? Tottenham are a huge club.
That had nothing to do with it.
They've got the 5th largest salary per year in the Premiership.
Forget it. Come on. That doesn't have anything to do with it,
Their
Craig.
stadium is worth over £1 billion.
Parody's a bitch, isn't it? Yeah, that's the...
They are considered one of the Sky Big Six.
Well,
if they get relegated,
well,
Nate,
they'll be the Sky Big One in EFL.
I was about to say, if they get relegated, Nate, are they still considered a Big Six team?
No.
Because they bring in a lot of money. They're bringing a lot of fans and viewers.
You know what? They bring in a lot of money, but they also don't spend a lot of money, and that's why they bring in a lot of money. You know what I mean?
True.
They're not the most wealthiest club there is. There are clubs that generate more revenue than them. A lot of them in the Premier League, but they just turn around and do this thing. It's called spending.
Ending.
So they can be, I don't know, successful. It's like this crazy idea. Like, see, like good players aren't free.
Yeah.
It's wild. I know. Like,
That's weird.
right? Yeah. You're like,
Villa
I
think
know.
that too, actually.
Yeah,
So
it's like I know what you're all thinking. Like every one of the players from Man City, like grew up, born and raised. Like, yeah, no, they were right. No, they didn't all come. Like Dollarama did not come from. Erling Haaland did not come from the Man City Academy.
Nope, he did not.
Oh my God! Well,
I know
hold
that's
on,
crazy. Check your notes on.
Sure about that? Let me look at this here. I'm pretty sure.
You got to spend to be successful in this league.
Are you?
They have a guy named Phil Foden that.
What about that Aguero, the forward who used to play for City? That's an English name, Aguero, right?
Oh yeah, Sergio Aguero. Oh yeah, sort of.
Or Alvarez.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really, but you know.
Yeah.
My notes are all wrong here.
I want to know where you get your notes from.
I
What you're telling me is Tottenham need to go out and spend some of that money that they've got to buy success, because that's how this league
It's
works.
not buying success. It's running a functional business and/or club. It's silly. It's. There is no team. I just laid it out for you. There's no team anymore that relies purely on their academy to bring in players, and you're silly towns if you believe that.
No, I agree 100%. All right, listen, they're 4 points clear right now. Tottenham, 4 points clear of the relegation
They're
spot.
gonna crash on down.
West Ham are on 25 points in 18th spot. Nottingham Forest are 2 points above them in 17th. Tottenham are 2 points above that. Who goes down out of those three? Because listen, Burnley have already gone. Wolves have gone. Goodbye. See you later. Get ready for the EFL Championship. You're going to need it. Who is going down, boys? Is it Forest? Is it West Ham? Or is it Tottenham? Because I don't want to tell you, all three of those clubs are fairly large clubs. Brooks, who is getting relegated out of those three?
I don't know. I mean, it's a rough one.
It's a rough one.
It's a rough one. I don't know. Honestly, for some reason I feel like Newcastle can pull it out and figure it out, and somehow Nottingham Forest may figure it out. I think Tottenham's in big trouble.
You think Tottenham's going to get relegated?
I think there's a possibility. Do you want to know the remaining games that West Ham plays? Is that something we should talk about before?
No, I'm more interested in the games that Tottenham play. I'm more interested in the games that they
Are they going to play?
because-
Here, I'll bring up Tottenham's schedule.
Yeah, bring up their schedule, because I think West Ham and Forest will win 1 or 2 here or there, but I'm more interested to see the games that
So they have no more
drop.
extra competitions. So they have Fulham on March 1st, Crystal Palace on March 5th, Liverpool on the 15th,
oh boy,
Nottingham Forest, which is going to be a huge match,
that's a
depending
big
on how
match.
depending if they're still right next to each other on the
Yep.
22nd. Sunderland on April 11th, which is not an easy win. Brighton on the 18th of April. Wolves on the 25th.
Yeah, that's a win.
So, what? You maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
you might
maybe.
get
Who
a draw.
knows?
Your Villa on the 2nd.
Yeah.
Leeds on the 9th. Chelsea on the 17th, and they finish with Everton on the 24th, which we know Everton likes to play upsets.
Oh, okay. I got to be honest. Like, that is not the hardest schedule. I think Villa, Liverpool, and maybe Chelsea are the tough ones in there. Everything else is bottom of the table, like bottom half of the table teams. I don't think that's the toughest schedule in the world.
No, but if you don't play well in a certain match, or if you start to lose a few in a row and you lose confidence, things can swing where they do.
100%. Okay. If you're going to pick Tottenham. All right.
Yeah,
I love it. I think that's great. I think you're going to have a lot of haters. Again, that's brookslandbeer@gmail.com. He will probably ignore all the hate mail that's coming his way.
Yeah.
Nate, is it Tottenham? Is it West Ham? Or is it Nottingham Forest? Who's going down, buddy?
Did you see Nottingham Forest's schedule?
No, I didn't look at that.
It is bad.
Like
I
that
was-
isn't.
I was really hoping you were going to
Difficult?
say. I was really hoping you were going to say West Ham United,
No.
because
No,
I
West-
personally think
West-
Forest are gone. Forest are the team to go down. in my opinion.
West Ham is that like they should. They're like Everton. They should.
Circling the
yes.
drain, but
And they
just
just
doesn't.
won't. They just won't flush. You know.
They won't flush.
It won't. It just won't happen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Forest does
Yeah,
have
they
a rough
play
one.
Brighton, City, Fulham, Tottenham, Villa, Burnley, Sunderland. Who cares about them? Chelsea, Newcastle, United, Bournemouth.
Woo!
That's a rough one.
That's a tough one.
They got a bad schedule.
Goodbye. So okay, now they played Liverpool tough. They played Liverpool really tough today, and Liverpool had to score in the 97th minute. right, to get a win. That was at Forest. Forest is a tough place to go. I still think you're right, though. I still think it's Forest who's gone. I think Tottenham will get a couple of wins here and there. They'll pull away. They'll be fine. I think West Ham United will scrape by. It'll be close, but it's Nottingham Forest. I think they're gone.
That's what BX Gunner thinks. He thinks Forest.
I was going to say, what do we got in the
You
comments?
can't jump in there with your burner account every time, Brooks. God, was he doing this when I was gone?
Yes. the whole
Yeah,
time, the whole
you
time.
know.
Jeez.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to show up wearing a Stuttgart jersey.
You know what's awesome is this new layout. Brooks just looks like Wilson from Home Improvement. I only see this part of his face. That's it.
Got
I
I
just
need a
see his
fisherman
eyes.
hat.
because
I
he's
just-
got that monitor in front of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Is he hate me? Is that why we did this?
I came in and it was like this. I don't know
Yeah,
what
he was
happened.
just like, I don't want to look at Nate no more.
Like took over. I don't understand.
He's like, I'm writing notes about how he sucks over here.
All right, so
Unis.
you've got Tottenham going down.
Yeah.
You've got
Forest.
Nottingham Forest. I've got Forest as well.
Mm.
West Ham, you're lucky there's a shittier team than you this year.
Yeah,
You too, Tottenham.
yeah. You're lucky that our
You're-
predictions are always right.
Always.
Never
Always.
wrong.
Yeah. BX Gunner goes, Everton and West Ham are like the cockroach that won't die.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
How did I kill that thing? How did it get back over there? What's it
Wow.
doing again? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he just doesn't like those clubs, I think.
Dang.
He's just speaking the truth.
So does he think Forest is going down?
Yes, he does. He thinks Forest takes the plunge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Force is gonna fall.
Yeah. Now, you know what?
But no one's gonna hear him.
You know what? We're gonna talk about one team, maybe two teams, a little later coming up here.
Why not
who
three
could be
teams?
coming up. I don't want to talk
One
about
too many? Got
one
it.
too many.
Fair.
I only know two. No, I'm just kidding. We'll talk about all three, but one of them going in the wrong direction, but still going to get promoted. Anyway, a couple of other things to get to before we do that, though. Listen, MLS opened up. Brooks, this is like Christmas Day for you this weekend. How much MLS soccer did you watch yesterday?
How many games did I watch? Probably watched like 5 or 6 games. I had like my laptop and on the TV going with Apple TV at the same time for some stuff. So yeah.
No wonder he didn't respond to any of my texts.
Yeah.
My word.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, though, we're going to talk about some of the other games. Listen, Newcastle and City. City win 2-1. That's actually a really big match. Newcastle have been playing very well as of late. They beat Villa in the Carabao Cup early in the week. 3-1 win there. They should have won 6-1 over Villa, by the way. And I thought they were really going to draw this game with City. City were lucky to hang on in the end. Pep, in his press conference at the end, said, "We're gonna go enjoy a couple of glasses of wine or something like that because this is a rough one. But now the run-in really begins." And he was happy to get those points against Newcastle. Newcastle are putting it together even without Bruno Guimaraes in there. So, hey,
Well,
if you play Newcastle in the
last-
next coming weeks, watch out.
The last 5 matches, they've only won 1 and they lost 4. Just
think-
letting you know.
I think they've put it together though. That's league matches, correct?
Yes.
Now,
Well, no, that may be overall matches.
yeah, and I think that also includes
FA.
Champions,
Yeah.
Champions League and FA Cup.
Mhm.
FA Cup, they beat us handily, and they looked really good. I think they're putting it together.
I didn't think they looked bad against City.
Mm.
I really didn't think they
they
looked
were
bad.
good.
I thought they looked all right. You know.
They were unlucky not to get a draw at the end.
Yeah, I think City was just has more class. I mean,
Yep.
it's just apparent.
Nico O'Reilly with 2 great goals, a brace there, so good for him. All right, we're going to jump just one other game. Well, 2 other games we're going to quickly talk about. Burnley with a nice draw against Chelsea. No, I didn't see that coming. No one saw Chelsea drawing with Burnley, and if you did, I want to know if you bet on it because I definitely did not bet on that happening. I was betting on Chelsea.
Burnley gotta make some people miserable sometimes.
They made me just a little bit miserable with losing, a couple dollars, but they made me pretty happy because I'd love to see Chelsea. Nate, I'm going to put this straight to you. There are 6 teams going for 5 spots in the Champions League, right? So you've got Arsenal, Manchester City, Villa, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea. There's 5 Champions League spots available this year. Who's the team that drops out? Obviously, we believe that Arsenal and Manchester City, they're so far gone right now, they'll be fine.
Liverpool's on the edge right now.
Liverpool's on the edge, but so is Chelsea. right?
On. Here's the table. Chelsea's. Well, I mean, there's 3 teams with 45 points. Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. So
Right.
Chelsea
Yeah, but
4.
one has a game in hand.
Correct.
Two of those
Yes, you're
two of those teams will make it. 2 of those teams will get into the top 5. One of them drops out. Who's the one that drops out? Because I fully believe Manchester United secure a top 4 spot. So now you're talking.
Liverpool.
Now you're putting Liverpool.
Liverpool's the one that drops out.
You think it's Liverpool?
Yeah.
See, I think it's going to be Chelsea.
Nah, I think they'll put together.
I think their new manager doesn't really have a grasp of what's going on. I don't think he's found his best team yet. I don't think he's motivated that players enough yet.
Chelsea.
Yes, Liam Rasunier, I don't think he's quite got the coaching background to take this team into that top 5. And if he doesn't get into Champions League, it could be sayonara.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Chelsea kind of pulled the trigger a little bit too early with relinquishing of their manager, and they should have probably kept him just to try to keep, the stability
momentum.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just look at Liverpool, and I just don't value Slot.
Mm.
I think at the end of the day, I think.
Do you
know,
think so? I'm gonna jump on board with that. I really don't
They'll
value
fire
him. I really don't value him either, but I don't value Liam Rasunier. But now what you've got, if you've got 2 clubs,
You guys who are bad.
2 guys are bad, but you got two teams of players, and one won the Premiership last year and has a lot of seniority. A lot of players who've
and that's
been there
causing
and
them
done it.
problem.
But I think
Like
at
Mo
some point,
Salah having no statistical
Yeah.
marking at all in a game.
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk messing up every once in a while.
but at some point that seniority goes, hey, you know what? We've done this before. All we've got to do is get 2 wins out of the next 4 games, and we're going to be cemented into the top 5.
I'd probably give the depth to Chelsea though. I think
They're
you need
younger.
I think you need you have more legs than they're not going to go, and I think you're going to need that down the stretch.
But when the going gets tough, can they pull it together? And against Burnley, they didn't, right? They're both in similar situations this weekend.
Yeah.
Burnley pulled it out, 1-1 draw. Liverpool pulled out a win over Forest in the last minute.
Mhm.
So I just think personally, I think Chelsea's the one to drop out. You think Liverpool's the one to drop out? Brooks, who do you think's the one that drops out of that top 5 spot? Probably should have prepped him with this so he'd have his answer ready.
No, I mean you got to think
He's
a
gonna
little
say
bit.
Villa.
No, I'm making it dramatic. Come on.
It could be the way they're playing. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
They just drew it with. We're going to talk about that in a minute. They just drew it home to Leeds.
I agree with Nate. I think Chelsea with the young legs. Man United's on a run right now with Carrick, and I just think it's going to take a lot to really stop them, to be honest with you. So I just think Liverpool, like the age and the lack of depth.
Okay.
It's just one injury to someone is not good.
Mhm.
2 is horrible.
Mhm.
And I just think young legs really just make a difference. So I would say Liverpool are the one to drop.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
You guys are going Liverpool. I'm going Chelsea. We've got 11 games to figure it out and see. That's what makes it kind of beautiful. I think that is going to be. The one race that we all keep an eye on, because at some point the title race and the relegation race will really figure themselves out pretty quickly, I think. And
Yeah.
the race for the top 5 is where it's going to be. And Villa could be the one to drop out because, God damn it, Villa this weekend. Are you kidding me? At home to Leeds, struggling Leeds.
They find a way to get a win here, or they just steal points from here and there too. You got to understand, like these are scrappers, Craig. Yeah, but you got to play very good games because they're scrappers. These guys.
Villa played well, except for they forgot how to shoot. Damn, they left the shooting boots in the locker room, Brooks. I was really bummed about that. Villa just could not put the ball in the back of the net properly. And the free kick, which the Leeds player hit, Martinez was out of position on and fumbled with his feet to get and couldn't make the save. Brilliant free kick, by the way. At home, Villa against Leeds, I expect 3 points there, especially third in the league. And if you get all 3 points, you're within spitting distance of second and first. So I expect it. It hasn't happened. We've had a dip in form in the last couple of weeks. I'm not happy about it. We got to turn something around here. I'm hoping John McGinn can come back because he's been injured. Tielemans has been injured. We need those players back, and those are the players who drive the midfield forward. Injuries are not an excuse with squad depth, but Villa got to turn it around here. I'm just a little unhappy. It makes for poor weekends for me, the dog gets kicked. My
Kids get yelled at for no reason.
No, there is a reason. The Villa lost.
No reason that's within their control.
Don't kick your dog.
Listen, the dog is probably part of the reason the
Villa lost. I can't prove it.
You got a
But I'm
cool looking
sure
dog.
it's
What's
there.
wrong with the dog?
Hold on, we got to put a disclaimer. All animal fans, please, if you have a problem with me kicking the dog, brookslambir@gmail.com.
Dear PETA, if you have a problem with Craig Hearn and his animal raising, that's Brooks Lambier. We'll take all inquiries.
Apparently, I'm the HR department.
Or the one we blame for everything. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Heavy as a crown, Brooks.
Oh, look at that shot. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got the Seattle game on, guys.
Yeah, we got the
So
Seattle.
if it
game
makes
on,
some
which
noise,
no one
there we
else
go.
can watch, but
2-0 Seattle.
nothing Seattle over
Yeah.
Colorado.
Can you
The first
pay
goal was
attention
nice.
there, you ADD son of a bitch?
All right, we are going to get to MLS. We got, as you heard us talking about there, we got the game on in the background. A bunch of the games we're going to talk about. LAFC facing off against Inter Miami last night. Not a good start for Inter Miami, the defending MLS champions. By the way, Josh Sargent has made his move finally. I think he forced his way from Norwich over to Toronto. We're talking about the Bundesliga chat time. We're going to talk about the upcoming matches. Oh, and by the way, Wrexham, can they do it again? Are you serious? They're in the playoff spot. All that right after this.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just going to do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
Club America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next to line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right, big thank you to our partners. A big thank you to Soccer World, soccerworld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. We very much appreciate our partners and what they do for us. Big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, michiganjaguarsfc.com for more information on that awesome club as they keep growing. They do some great 4-on-4 tournaments. They do just great coaches. Nate knows all about that. He's one of the coaches. A big thank you to Next Level Training. They also work with the Michigan Jags and a lot of the other clubs here in Michigan. Next Level Training, though, so they are not just some of the best trainers in the country. They are the best trainers in the country, bar none. College coaches, professional coaches, they call them to get recommendations on kids. Trust me, they are the best trainers. A big thank you to Football Doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood, and his doctor partner, Stephen Nuff. What they do a phenomenal job with primal recovery. Brooks, you've got an awesome
Spencer, no.
Spencer, damn it.
Come on.
I need my glasses. I need.
Yes, I've done some great videos with them. So we've done some ACL, common soccer injuries. We're going to post one here shortly about how important it is to get your sleep in so that prevents injuries. Not drinking alcohol before games, Craig?
I say don't drink alcohol before games. Well, I mean, listen, I don't drink alcohol on game days.
Oh, yeah.
Quitter.
The night before, that's open game. Sure, whatever. Yeah. Listen, man, I'm not going to the World Cup anymore. Not that I know of. Mauricio Pochettino, if you need someone, or Thomas Tuchel, I can play for you guys too. And a big thank you to Dog and Pony Shirts Brewing. We are doing our next soccer trivia on March 12th. Get out. We'll talk with trivia. All right, boys. They can't do it again, right? It can't. It can't happen. Wrexham, they cannot get promoted 4 years in a row. Is it possible? This weekend, they played against Ipswich. And Ipswich are a decent team. By the way, Ipswich relegated from the Premiership last year down to the Championship, playing against Wrexham. And Wrexham went up one. Ipswich tied it up. Wrexham went up another one. Ipswich tied it up. Halftime 2-2. Come out after the break. Ipswich with a banger of a goal to go up 3-2. And then Phil Parkinson makes a couple of changes.
Yep.
Little changes here and there. A couple of personnel changes on the fields. and boom, boom, boom. And it was like, there's the game, 5-3. Wrexham win out 5-3.
Yep.
Brooks, can they do it again? Do you think they are not going to get automatically promoted? So
Right. No, they're not through the playoffs.
Right,
They're
so
way too far.
here's I'm just going to hold before you answer. Here's your table right now in the EFL. Coventry, Middlesbrough. You're up. You're golden.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough have dropped a little bit in the last couple of weeks, by the way, but I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
46 matches overall in this league, by the way, so they still do have 13 matches left.
Mm-hmm.
I think Coventry is golden. I think Middlesbrough's golden. Then you've got 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, which get into the playoffs. Wrexham are now 2 points into that playoff spot, in the last playoff spot. Birmingham City trailing hard there, but Brooks, they can't. Can they? Can they go to the Premiership?
I said that they could possibly do it. I remember talking when they first went, and I was like, I just think they have the city and the town, the belief and the grit. And people were like, remember people left comments on our stuff. Oh no, that doesn't get you into whatever. And I'm like, camaraderie and enjoying the coach and enjoying the team and your teammates and everything goes a long way when you're in rough stretches and you got to get yourself out of it.
It's a cool touchy-feely narrative that doesn't exist. They have money.
Can they get promoted? Are
they
they going
have
to get
money.
promoted?
They have money,
Yes, they do.
and that's where they're spending.
But they don't have the best players.
They have money.
Did they not just have the most expensive transfer in
Yes.
EFL history?
They did that, yes.
4
But
million.
like, I mean, Coventry and Middlesbrough, I mean, they've been in the air.
Middlesbrough.
They've been in the
Gotcha, Nate.
For a while.
I got you.
the same. Ipswich has still money and players, you know.
And when you are a big club that gets relegated, you
Lose players.
Yeah.
Like Tottenham could do?
No.
Okay.
I think it's possible they could win the playoff. I think they,
So?
just by watching that game and just the comeback and the resilience, I think they can do it. And with
So-
13 games, who knows what happens with those other teams? Because it's like 6th place, they have 51. Hull City above them in 5th with 54, tied with Ipswich at 54, and then Millwall's only at 56.
Yep.
So there's a lot of room. I mean, it'd be crazy if they won like. If their last 13, they went on like a 9 or 10 game winning streak.
You have to make sure it's a strange thing in the EFL Championship. You have to make sure you win enough games to get in,
Yes.
but then you're healthy enough because the playoffs become different, man.
Yes.
The first game is a home and away.
Yes.
And that is you're playing against one of the top 6 teams in the league, home and away, and it's just bonkers tough. If you win that, you then go through to play in the final at Wembley. And in front of 80,000, half of your crowd, half of the other team's crowd, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I went and watched Villa back in 2019 do this, and you're just thinking, we're the better team on paper. We paid more money for our guys. We're the bigger club, and we won 2-1. We barely scraped out 2-1 because it's just a playoff, and everybody on the field is just dying to get promoted to the Premiership, which is the biggest, the best, the most expensive league in the world.
Yep.
Wrexham, what a Hollywood story it would be. I mean, even
4 years in a row.
more So 4 years, 4 out of 5 years have been promoted. Oh my God.
Yep.
I don't even know.
So then once they get to the Premier League, Rob and Ryan will sell for a lot of money. Or after the first year.
I mean, I hope they don't, because that would just be like, well,
It would be bad, yeah.
would be a
Maybe
bad
they'll reduce their ownership amount and give someone else more.
that'd be a bad look. So they have sold off a little bit of the ownership.
They have.
Yeah, it's
There's other
a
guys
good
with money.
investment.
Like Nate said, there's other guys with money that have
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I think they realized pretty quickly, in order to take this thing to where we need to go,
they needed
we
more.
need more investment.
Yes.
Because they are both millionaires, multi-millionaires, but they are not
They also have
billionaires.
no, but they also have access.
Yes.
They have access to more money. Yeah,
No.
No.
They have access to high-level sponsorships.
Yes.
They have a way to promote things through different TV shows that will get
Yes.
eyes on them more than just on
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah,
Correct.
So they have access.
Yeah.
Very good marketers in multimedia.
And they've done that to the best of their. I mean, they've done that brilliantly, have
Yes.
they not? Yeah, phenomenally. But again, they are not billionaires, and all of the owners in the Premiership are billionaires.
Correct.
Once you get up into billionaires' playgrounds, then it might be a little tough. I would love to see how well they did in the Premiership.
Well, it'll be a good test, like I told you last week when they play Chelsea in the FA Cup.
Yep.
That's kind of a good test right there to see how they'll do.
Who did they play a couple weeks back in the FA Cup? Who did they beat? Was it the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup? And they won, but they were, I can't remember. Sheffield United, I think it was. Yeah. And I thought they were just outclassed there. They were lucky to scrape through. Anyway, would love to know people's thoughts if you're watching. Put it in the comments. Do you think they get promoted? Did they get into the playoffs?
So they beat Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup third
That was
round,
it.
4-3 on penalty kicks.
That was it.
And then they took care of Ipswich.
Nottingham Forest absolutely dominated that game. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, and they were lucky to get it to PKs, and then in PKs, Nottingham Forest fell apart.
Hey, a result's a result.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them, but if you look at it, you go Nottingham Forest, who are probably going to be trapdoored out into the championship, and then going up. Yeah, who knows?
Wow, VAR just took that goal back from Seattle.
Did they?
Yeah, jeez, man.
VAR has messed up quite a bit today.
Yes.
In the MLS, have they not?
I
don't know about messed
mean,
up.
the
It's
one
taken
call,
forever. It's taken forever.
Don't worry, we'll get into the gold standard.
I hate VAR now in MLS as well. But there is a reason for VAR. We do need VAR. We just need to clean it up and make it better. This was proven in the Villa Newcastle game a couple of weeks ago where VAR wasn't in the game. So anyway, onwards. What else are we gonna get to, boys? I think it may be time to do a little MLS.
Wait.
No, I'm gonna do Pocal.
You want to do? Well, I was gonna save Bundesliga chat time for afterwards, but hey.
Oh no, I just wanted to get the song.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You're good.
Are we gonna? Oh, are we gonna? Oh, go for it.
MLS in your heart, it's MLS. In your soul, it's moon landings, waffles with cheese, Big Mac, supersized fries. It's America! Caw-caw! Beating Canada in the hockey game too.
I was about to say he's got to throw a reference in there. America versus Canada.
Yeah, he's got
Canada's big sad because their sport they are not good in. Pull the double on you, Canada. Suck it. Ah!
All right, it's MLS time. MLS roundup. Brooks.
Yeah.
Brooks, it's like Christmas Day. The MLS is kicked off. They're still playing the final games here as we wrap up Sunday night.
Yeah.
There were some big games last night. We're going to get into that LAFC versus Inter Miami game.
Yeah.
Well, lead us off, my friend. What do we got?
I think parody's just, that's what I love about MLS, parody. I mean, I know it's the first game. It's rough. They're coming off a preseason. Some teams have played some CONCACAF Champions Cup, to get into the next round matches. Some haven't. But it was interesting. I mean, I watched a lot of the games. The St. Louis Charlotte one was a little disappointing from Charlotte. St. Louis looks good though after Johan Dame is now taking over. So that was a good result for them. It was interesting how they lined up. Nate's FC Cincy taking a good 2-0 win against Atlanta United. Nate, did you watch any of that match?
Put up the table.
Yeah.
Put up.
I don't think he has it.
Put up the table.
The week hasn't even
Hey,
finished.
close the table.
They close it down. Cincinnati for the win. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did watch bits of it. Cincinnati is coming off looking pretty good, pretty strong. It was nice to see Hugland score, the center back, in the 90th minute because I think he's battled injuries, like a lot of injuries.
Yep.
And he's come back, and he's like known as the Cincinnati Kid because he's born and raised there, went to Xavier, left. So it's kind of cool that he got the start and got the first goal of the game. Not first goal of the game. Sorry, got a goal in the first match that there was.
The game I watched, I did not watch DC United Philly, but I did watch the kids. So it was Emil Forsberg and the kids for New York Red Bull. So Grandpa, or Dad, we'll call him. Yeah, we'll call him Dad. Dad definitely, and the kids showed up to Orlando and did a pretty darn good job. Orlando got a late goal in that game to make it 2-1, but they did a hell of a job. They started 3 academy kids. The first goal, 2 17-year-olds connected for the first goal of the game. I don't know if that's ever been done in MLS history.
2 17-year-olds?
Yeah.
We're calling Forsberg a grandpa.
He's a dad. We'll call him a dad.
Downgraded it to father.
Father, yeah. He's the father of the team.
Is he 35?
34.
34. Well, if you add the two 17-year-olds up,
They're younger than him still.
It's still almost
Yeah.
younger than him.
I'm just merely saying the man's 34. Like he's old and dead and decrepit and
What does that make you and?
Shut up.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm only like a year or two older than him or more.
A year. or
Shut
two.
up! God.
But it was great. It was great to see the young kids. I mean, Michael Bradley, we didn't know what was going to happen with that squad. How was he going to play? It's obviously not the Red Bull way we always have known. We're pressing and counterattacking. They came out and played, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Ethan Horvath, who's now there now, made some huge saves. It was a great, actually, game between both keepers. Crepeau made some fantastic saves for Orlando City, kept them in the game. Red Bull probably could have won this game 4-5-1 or 5-0 if Crepeau didn't make all those great saves. So Orlando City, I'm nervous for. Oscar Pereira is a very chill dude. I'm sure he'll figure out things, but it'll be very interesting to see how it goes. They finished 9th last year in the Eastern Conference. They just made the playoffs. I think the ownership group wants something higher. So I'm hoping they can figure it out, but we'll see what Oscar Pereira does. Vancouver with a good 1-0 win over Real Salt Lake. 2-2 draw between Austin FC and Minnesota. Watched a tad of this FC Dallas Toronto FC match. FC Dallas looking good 3-2 win. A Toronto team that's very different looking, but I think one that that Simon Fraser can definitely work with, and it'll be an interesting squad now that Josh Sargent has been added. They have some interesting attacking pieces. Walker Zimmerman's in the back there. They have some guys that have been there, but they brought some new faces in, so it'll be interesting to see. Houston Dynamo in Chicago, I watched that one. Houston, very interesting. Very different team. Sold Griffin Dorsey at the last minute. Their outside back that started for Orlando City last night. But they've added some guys, some foreign guys. They did really well. Chicago playing a 3-back system, which was interesting.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, Greg, he messed around with that.
Don't do that.
He messed
Yeah.
Don't do a 3-back.
3-back.
system.
3-back.
You know-
Everyone's doing it, Craig.
You know who also played in a 3-back system today?
Everyone in the Bundesliga.
Tottenham. How'd that work out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got one off
Yeah.
brand. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
All the cool. Cincinnati played in 3-back.
Yeah,
Well, it seems to
they
work
run
for
it very
them.
well.
They run it very well.
Yeah.
Didn't work for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Or-
for
or-
Cincinnati.
Or Ruben Amorim at Manchester United. Put a 4-back in there, and all of a sudden, they out of 5 games, Nate, what did they do?
Yeah, I don't know.
What did they do?
Anyway, so Chicago, couple soft goals, I felt like, but they'll be interesting. But Houston did well. Good job by Nashville to start off very well. Sam Sturridge continuing his goal scoring from last year, scored I think 2 at least in that game. That's a little brand move of a Nashville team. They've lost some guys, they've added some guys. Not a good start for Mitrovic at New England. Young coach, looks like it's gonna be a battle. If it's like this, it's gonna be a battle up the hill. So it's gonna be very interesting.
Mhm.
It's a lot different when you jump in from a U20 U.S. Youth National Team into an actual club. When you're not coaching young guns anymore, you have a lot of different people. So let's see how that goes. Now the game of let's talk about the LAFC match.
Let's talk
Craig
about
watched it. Did you watch it, Nate?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes,
did I
but-
just bring it down to 0?
All right, listen. Everybody was looking forward to the LAFC hosting Inter Miami. Inter Miami won last year. They won the MLS, and you're thinking, okay, they didn't get rid of Busquets and Jordi Alba retired. They're gone, to key components of that team.
Yep.
But Brooks, you were telling me, listen, a lot of players have gone, but they've brought in some new, younger, good players here. They're going to be solid this year, and they could repeat.
Yeah.
Especially if Messi has his magic.
But I did say LAFC would be good, didn't
You
I?
did.
Yeah.
And Buonga and Heung-min Son last night ran the show.
The connection those two
Oh,
have. It's absurd.
It wasn't quite there last year, right? That connection towards the end of the year, like when they.
Well,
They've
combined for like 20 or 30 goals.
Yesterday, it looked like they figured each other out, and they figured that out. And I tell you what, LAFC put a stomping, 3-0 stomping on LAFC. Oh, excuse me, on Inter Miami. Messi was frustrated. He got knocked around a little bit at the end of the game. He went looking for the referees. There was a rumor with a video. I had to tell Brooks. there was a rumor with a video that he went into the referee's locker room after the game because someone saw him walking into a room. But technically, the MLS has come out and said, listen, he was just going into an area of the under the concourse that anybody's allowed to go to. He did not travel after the referees, so don't worry about it. The referees came out and said, nope, we didn't have any interaction with him. He didn't come looking, so everything's fine. He was upset. I watched the game. I'm really not sure what he was upset about. He got
fouled a lot. I think he was upset with some of the calls. By the way, BX Gunner, Messi is the fakest tough guy I've ever seen. He's a toothless chihuahua.
Ooh. Well, I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
He is the best player to ever play this sport. I don't care what you say about him. The man is an absolute magician on the ball.
But yeah, to go back to him though, he did get pushed around a lot. He was frustrated the whole game. I mean, LAFC pretty much controlled that game, and it's just different. He doesn't. When you play with Busquets and Alba for such a long time, and yes, he has friends with him, but I mean, Taylor Twellman, for as annoying with his analysis he can be sometimes with stuff, he did make a good point, as I said before the show, that when Alba would release up that left side, he just didn't get that. There were a lot of times in the attack where Noah Allen had to release forward to get forward and to set up a 2v1 or to stretch the game a bit, and it didn't happen. And it's going to take a little while for that to get used to, but there was just this connection where he could turn and he knew he was going. You know, he could stretch the game and play, and they could move the defense more.
Jordi Alba, even at his age last year, whatever, he was 37, 38, 39, whatever he was, like, he could still get up and down the field.
Yes.
He would make the opposition just work. He worked his socks off. And Busquets, now he couldn't quite get up and down the field like he used to in his younger days. And now that he's retired, it looks like they've put Rodrigo de Paul in the middle. And
dropped him.
And he's just...
I feel like he's better higher because he's a goal scorer, right?
He's just not as on the ball. He just doesn't have what.
Well, he gave away the
right?
second goal. He gave, or
second
first goal. He gave it away.
He's just. I don't think that's his position, right? And
Yeah.
I think you're asking him to be Busquets, and no one's ever going to be Busquets. Like,
Yes.
as people used to say, he was aloof and a lump on the field, and then when you really watch him, you're like, no, actually, he's really smart.
Yes.
He plays really smart balls, and the amount of balls he played over the top or through to Messi running through, the forward running through, is incredible. Rodrigo de Paul, I don't think can do that.
No, he's got to be higher. He's got to be scoring goals for him, and I'm sure Mascherano will move him around and everything.
He's gonna have to.
He'll be good at that.
He's still a quality player, but he just can't play that Busquets role.
Yeah, well, an issue too is going to be the domestic outside backs. I mean, if they're going to play like that, where Bouanga dices them up, or both guys dice the outside backs up, they're going to have issues.
Yeah,
they're going to have a lot of issues.
But it's the MLS. You're not playing against Heung-min Son and Bouanga every week, right?
No, they'll
dominate on their own.
No,
so.
They don't play them all the time. They'll dominate for sure. So, but
Miami's going to be okay. But this was a whooping.
It was, and I think it's a wake-up call to everyone that LAFC has the potential to win MLS Cup, and it'll be interesting to see how if they play if those two meet again in another competition, or if they'll meet again in the final.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
And then just to shift gears here, just the last couple games here, that Portland match, Columbus Crew, was a good one. Back and forth battle. Phil Neville. I mean, Columbus is going to be relentless this year. They'll be good. I don't know if they'll be great like they have the past couple years. New coach, no more Wilfred Nancy, so it's going to be a little different. They're going to play a little different. But Portland with some resilience, great goals back and forth. So Portland should be interesting with Phil Neville. We'll see if they can put it all together and they can start making runs again in the playoffs. San Diego smacking Montreal 5-0. San Jose. So like I was telling you, Craig, starting 8 former college players out of the 11.
I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it. It is a pathway through to the pros.
Yeah.
Do not let them tell you it's not.
Yes. And not a good start for Sporting Kansas City. Going to be a rough one if they start like that. And the question is, how long is it going to take them to really find form in Raphael Wickie's first year there? So will they be the one spoon? I don't know, but they'll probably be towards the bottom of the Western Conference. And then we watched the game today at 7 o'clock, the LA Galaxy, New York City FC. LA Galaxy looking interesting. NYFC held their own. Questions with the Galaxy, can that front three hold? Klaus, Panistil, and Peck look very good and dynamic. But we'll see how it continues moving forward. So, but they want to compete with LAFC, so hopefully the other team in LA can make it interesting, and there could be some interesting games in El Tráfico.
All right, Brooks, last piece of MLS news. Josh Sargent, as we said, has made his way over from Norwich to Toronto FC. $27 million. That's a really large transfer fee.
Yeah.
Do you think that's worth it? He really wanted out of England. He says family is what's driving him out of England. He wants to come back to North America. He's gone to Toronto. I actually think he gets into the MLS, and I think he succeeds. I think he'll do really well. I think he'll get into that World Cup squad. I think he'll start scoring goals again. I think it's a great move for him. I don't like how he engineered it, but I think it's a good move for him. Where are you at with it?
Well, you know, if you look at their lineup, I'm going to bring it up against FC Dallas. I mean, it was a 4-4-2. You can probably switch that, honestly, into something else, to be honest with you.
4-4-2, you say?
Yeah, that's what they played. Really, Derek Etienne is really not a striker. You have Georgi Mihailovic there who can play winger, can play up top, can play as a 10. Him and Josh Sargent, I think, will be a very good combination. Richie Larea and Malik Henry on the outside there, one as a right back, one as a winger. I think they'll figure things out, and I think they'll switch their formation around, but I think Josh Sargent gives you something a little more as a 9, as a true 9, as a forward they have. And then, they'll figure some stuff out, how to place guys around players and to do well. But they have an interesting team. We'll see how it goes. But Toronto's trying to make a turnaround here because they've been at the bottom of the table for the last couple of years.
Yes, they are, and I think they're going to make a good start with it with getting Josh Sargent up there. If he can stay healthy, he'll put the ball in the back of the net. I guarantee he's going to do really well in the MLS. So look at the last big guy who came in the MLS, the tall 2'9", was Christian Benteke, who I was like, yes, and he might be a little older, but I still think he can put the ball in the back of the net, and he did very well. I think Josh Sargent's going to have even bigger effect as a 2'9" there. All right, that's going to kind of wrap us up for our MLS roundup. We got a couple of other little pieces to get to there. Then we're going to talk about some of the games coming up this weekend. We're talking about that Man United-Everton game tomorrow, the Champions League games that are coming up, just some games that we've picked out for you guys to watch. Before we do that, we're going to do this, and we'll be right back.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older, and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
All right.
Welcome back to the show where we're discussing how Greg is a greedy son of a bitch and how Brooks shares all the free gear. And if Nate Janis got free gear, Nate Janis will share free gear, but I don't get free gear because nobody likes me. And to the Bundesliga chat time.
I was going to say, let's do some Bundesliga chat time, maybe? All right, Nate, let's go. What happened in the Bundesliga that we need to know about?
There are songs. You can't rush it. It's a bonus. It's a Bundesliga chat time. It's a bonus. It's a Bundesliga chat time. It's a Bundesliga chat time with Craig and Brooks. Yay! Yay!
Yeah, let's go. What's going on in the Bundesliga?
Yeah, Munich won. Nobody cares. All right, on to the next stuff. No, just kidding. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But all seriousness, Munich started out, just started out slow, won 3-2 against Frankfurt. That would probably be one of the more important games, not because they need to win, because they're probably going to the league, but for an interesting storyline, Harry Kane scoring 2 goals. Now, if you do math, and I did math, and I'm very good at math.
Yep.
1 + 1 = 3 sometimes.
Sometimes.
And he has scored 28 goals in 23 games. The magic number is 41.
I was about to say, he set the mark?
41. Now, at his average goal scoring account, just saying average, he's scoring 1.22 goals currently, average a game, which would give him 41.4 at the end of the season.
Okay.
He is on track
To beat his own record.
to
huh?
beat Robert Lewandowski's goal scoring record that was set in place for about 50 years.
I thought
Oh.
Harry Kane came in and beat that, but I think you're
No, he
right.
did
Right.
not.
It was
He
Lewandowski
did not.
beat it by. It was Mueller who said
Mueller
it
had 40,
Lewandowski
Lewandowski
had-
has 41. He's on pace to tie and or beat it.
Does he beat it, Nate?
I think he beats it.
I think he does.
I think he beats it.
You think he beats it?
I think he beats it.
Okay. Well,
Because his average is actually higher. I did the math too. His average right now is higher than what Lewandowski's average was at the end of the season. Now that doesn't account for if injury or dip in form, and then obviously that average, that 1.22. I think Lewandowski is 1. I think it was 1.17. I said it like shows ago. So he's above the pace that he would need to be currently.
there's two things that get in the way there compared to where Lewandowski.
Other players.
Well, the players' age, right? So Harry Kane is older than probably than when Lewandowski was doing it.
Doesn't matter.
And depends how their Champions League run goes. If they need
Winning
him
it.
more in Champions League, because that's what they really want to win. If they need to save him at some point, then
I don't think you do that. I don't think you can do that. I
you
don't
just
think,
ride the horse until he dies.
Yes, I don't think you could do that. I don't think you could tell a player on pace to set a goal scoring record that like of only 3 people have achieved in all the Bundesliga history. Hey dude, take a break. Like let's run this down. You're Craig Hearn, all right, over at Total East. You're about to set the Total East indoor men's open goal scoring record.
already
And
own
here
that.
goes Pablo. Pablo goes, "Hey, I'm Pablo. I didn't bring any food for you, Nate, today. Jerk. I'm Pablo. Didn't bring any food for you today. This is a really bad. This is how Pablo sounds. in
Pablo
my head.
sounds Jamaican all of a sudden.
I don't.
does.
All right,
He's
let's
our
go with
Jamaican
it.
friend.
Pablo is now Jamaican. He's no longer Argentinian. hey, man, I'm Pablo. Hey, Craig. I need you to sit out these games because I need you for Florida. How quick do you tell Pablo to go F himself?
Well, okay, so 100% I get where you're coming from, but
No, wait, don't know. We're still on this until you give me an answer.
Oh, I am. Well,
You can go in the real world in a minute. We're
want-
in here. We're here. We're just having this conversation. Hold on. I'm Scott Emmerich, runner of the Bullets.
I want.
He comes in with his championship belts and his DCFC hat, and he goes, "Hearn, you're not gonna go and play at Total East and set the goal scoring record because I want you fresh as Florida, baby." How quick do you lie to Scott Emmerich? Because you're not gonna tell him to go F himself.
Right.
He might fight you.
I'll tell him I'm not going to play. I'm going to
I'll
go.
lie to you. Yeah, I'm going home, Scott.
Mhm.
I didn't know your home was at Novi East.
Second home, yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Nate, one thing, if you think about Harry Kane and what he did in the Premiership, he was within spitting distance of getting that all-time scoring record in the Premiership, and he left to go off to another league. So I don't think goals really matter that much to him. I think he just wants to win trophies, and I think he'd rather have that European trophy in his cabinet, right? I think, listen, the Bundesliga is wrapped up.
My guy.
Bundesliga.
You don't think you can throw him out for a Heidelheim, sack in 4 goals, and pull him out in 10 minutes?
Harry Kane's that good that maybe.
Well, I was telling
No, Heidelheim's that bad. Okay.
so I was telling him the other week.
Harry Kane's that good that you could, yes.
I was telling him the other week is what point does Tuchel say, "Hey, rest my player, Vincent Kompany, because I need him for the World Cup a little bit."
Vincent Kompany respond with the way Scott Emmerich. The way Craig Hearn.
Go ahead.
Scott respond to Scott Emmerich. Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. Yeah, I'll be right up.
All right, so all right, move on.
All right.
I want to get to the really good part that you got on this.
We're never getting there. Cologne, Hoffenheim 2-2. Christoph Hansen played a full 90, had a 72% pass rating. Actually, was the most fouled player. Did pretty well, so it's good to see him out there. Jonathan Banks did also a full 90 with an Augsburg 3-2 win against Wolfsburg. Leipzig, Dortmund 2-2. Dortmund got it right towards the end in the 90+. Good on them. Freiburg 2 against Gladbach 1 with Scully playing 90 and our boy and the parents. I don't remember his name. Just
Gio Reyna?
Yeah, Gio Reyna. Sorry. injured, not playing. Union beat Leverkusen 1-0. They're going to have to do better when they play München in the Pocal. Thank the heavens that we didn't get München. But Tillman played 81 minutes in there. Again, he's an automatic starter. Yeah. Whether he scores, whether he assists, that's a different story. But he will be starting for that team, and he's playing well. St. Pauli 2 against Bremen 1. Sands got in 80th minute, did kind of well. And on to the most important match that nobody watched, except for me, but it was the most entertaining match from I think even from a non-observer. Stuttgart went in to play struggling Heidelheim, who's sitting at the bottom, who really needs wins. And it ended up being a 3-3 game. Heidelheim scoring first, then... Stuttgart scoring first, then Heidelheim scoring 15 minutes later. Penalty kick, and this was the interesting portion. This is where VAR actually came in, and the decision was right.
Wait.
I was watching this with my daughter.
Okay.
All right. And right before, it was like the 32nd minute, right? Heidelheim has the ball. They're going down, marching down the field. Mittelstedt comes in, smokes the player, right? Just smokes him inside the box. Quick counter on the other way. Stuttgart scores. It's 2-1. And then they went, we're going to go check out VAR. And I was looking actually at that. When it happened, I was like, I don't know. I think that's a penalty. And they went in and they looked at it, and oh, yeah, he didn't get anything of the ball. Took away the goal, set up the penalty kick, and it went from a...
That's a 2-goal swing, man.
Yep, that went from 2-1 Stuttgart to 2-1 Heidelheim. And it was deserved. It was honest. It should have been there. However, in the 45th minute, Heidelheim decided to return favor and whack the hell out of one of the players. And the guy who committed the penalty, Mittelstedt, got up, buried the penalty shot. So, and then Heidelheim scored again in the 82nd. Undorf actually ended up capping off an 88-minute wonder goal from outside the 18. And he should have had another one to seal the win, but it was 3-3, which is a nice tie, setting them up still for fourth. Silly bastards. You want to get out of that fourth place. Get out of there. Get back in the Europa. Because in the Europa, you're smacking teams like Celtic SC 4-1 in their home. Just walking in and and we'll see you back in. I'll see you in Germany for some beer and pretzels. I
like the fact that in Germany you can stand in the urinals, drink beer, and look
and watch
through
the
a little
game.
window and watch the game.
Yeah, that's actually in Stuttgart.
Yeah, I want to go just to experience
German
it's fun.
innovation.
It's fun.
Is it going to be weird when I spend the entire game in the bathroom drinking beer, peeing,
It'll be all right.
the window?
Also, the Pocal draw came out. Like I said, Munich was playing Leverkusen.
Yep.
And that means Freiburg gets to go to Stuttgart. That's right. Dodged a bullet on that one.
There you go.
Lucky bastards. You get to go to Stuttgart and drink beer and pee and look through the little window, watch the game.
Yeah, so we get a home game with Freiburg. I hate to use the word easier because you're in there's only 4 teams left, but the better odds of moving to the final option.
Sure.
Which would be great because they won it last year, and that'd be great if they were final again, which would be the 2 years in a row making a final is pretty awesome. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good game. I think it's nice that they're hosting it. Freiburg is 45 minutes ish away from Stuttgart, rough about. So they're actually kind of a local derby. They're in the Black Forest area. So it's going to be a nice, interesting match. April 21st.
All right, something for us to look forward to.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Okay, what we're going to talk about now is we're going to wrap up with a couple of games this week that are coming up that you need to watch, and we'll tell you why as well. All right, in the EPL tomorrow it kicks off Manchester United at Everton. All right, listen, this should be an easy 2-0 win for Manchester United. I would bet on it if I were you. Jack Grealish is injured. He's out for the year and can't play for Everton. Everton are going to struggle now.
You really think just because they don't have Grealish, they're going to struggle?
That was their main source of
I
creativity.
don't understand that. Like,
do you want to bet that Everton lose tomorrow?
No. But just because they lost one player, that they just everything's
they were really
downhill.
relying on him to get that ball down and be creative. But listen. I know some Everton fans, and even they're like, "This year sucks."
But didn't didn't he start well and then he went cold and then he's injured? But like even when he went cold, there were other people stepping up.
A little bit. Sure.
Yeah.
He was still on the field dragging people around, but yeah.
Just saying, like I don't think he makes or breaks like everything.
Agreed.
He just like Jack Grealish because he's a Villa guy, anyways.
I like the way he plays as well. I like his creativity.
I like his long hair.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. All right, Tuesday, Champions League, Inter Milan versus Bodo Glimt. By the way, this is 3-1 aggregate to Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, the
3-1.
small team from the. Yeah.
Seriously,
Now
like
where they're from.
And Brooks will
Nuts,
pay you
yeah.
$5 if you can locate Blodo Grint on a map.
exactly.
It's Bodo Glimt, not Blodo.
Whatever.
It's Blodo.
I could not believe that they
Whatever.
went
No,
3-1 up in the first leg against Inter Milan 3-1. I mean, that's
They're
incredible.
giant
It's
killers,
incredible.
dude. They've beat some teams. There's some giant killers.
There's still another leg. We'll see if Inter Milan can come back.
Yeah.
Also on Tuesday, some EFL games you need to be aware of. Middlesbrough versus Leicester.
You said that wrong. Can you please say it right?
Middlesbrough.
Thank you.
Middlesbrough.
You're offending people.
Sorry,
Yeah.
apologies.
Everyone in
Versus Leicester.
Middlesbrough, you're offending.
Everyone in Middlesbrough, yes.
Yes.
that's,
But it's not in England though. It's Middlesbrough somewhere in the United States.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's a good game to watch.
Indiana.
And then Wrexham versus Portsmouth is another good one.
Yeah.
So Wrexham play against Portsmouth, who are down south, by the way. That'll be another great game. And if Wrexham can win that one, I might be all in and say, yep, they're going to make it in this playoffs and they're going to get this done.
Well, they better win because Portsmouth's in 19th place with 39 points. That should be a win.
It's just putting the games together, right?
Yes.
Putting consistency together is what they need.
Yep.
Wednesday starts Champions League, Juventus versus Galatasaray, 5-2 on aggregate. Juventus behind 5-2 to Galatasaray on aggregate. 5-2.
So you know what I was watching some. I watched some Serie A too, by the way, in between all this MLS and everything and this EFL.
What?
And Mike
What?
Grill had made a very interesting point. He was like, the Serie A's down because if Napoli's on top and Scott McTominay is dominating your league, there must be something wrong. That's what he said. Do we concur? Is something wrong with Serie A,
I don't think City out.
or is that just a crazy statement?
Just a crazy statement.
Okay,
I'm gonna
fair
go
enough.
Crazy statement.
Fair enough.
Also on Wednesday, we have more EFL matchups. Millwall versus Birmingham City. That's number 4 versus number 7. Come on, Millwall. You know why.
Yes.
CONCACAF Champions Cup starts Wednesday as well, bro.
Yeah.
FC Cincinnati
Yeah.
playing Universidad. Vancouver's playing Cartagines. I don't even know how to pronounce that. LA Galaxy versus Sporting San Miguelito. All home games for the MLS clubs there.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets up there. Thursday, Europa League playoffs. Stuttgart at home to Celtic, who they already have a 4-1 lead. So all Stuttgart need to do is not lose by 4, and they'll win this and walk off easy.
Yep.
They'll lose by 5.
No, I was gonna say if you lose
Stuttgart?
by 3, they make it fun.
Celtic.
Nah, they'll beat the hell out of Celtic. Celtic having a really bad year.
This is really bad. I mean, like they're behind Rangers, or they're behind Hearts and Rangers,
Mhm.
which is horrible because Celtic and Rangers pretty much have to win the league to have success. And then you get smashed by Stuttgart, and it's not good. And the Wilfred Nancy thing was an epic fail. Then you bring back Martin O'Neill, who you fired to bring in Nancy. So talk about a carousel at Celtic.
They got issues.
Yes.
They got lots of issues.
Yes.
All right. Last one of the week. Wolves at home to Aston Villa. This could go any way. Any which way. Who knows? Wolves play tough at home. What did they do? What did they do on Wednesday at home, Brooks?
They drew Arsenal.
They drew 2-2 with Arsenal. Actually, Aston Villa beat Wolves at our place earlier this year, 1-0, and it needed an upper 90 outside of the box goal from Bouba Kamara, who's injured. So anything could happen. Villa need to win. They cannot keep drawing games. They cannot keep losing games. They need to pick up all 3 points, especially against the bottom club, so that we can just breathing room. I just want to finish in the top 5. That's all. Just the top 5. Got it? Just get us into the top 5 and leave us there. All right. That's going to wrap us up for the week, boys. Big thank you again to our partners. A big thank you to Soccer World. A big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars. A big thank you to Primal Recovery and the Football Doc. A big thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing. And last but not least, a big thank you to Next Level Training. Appreciate all the love and support you guys have given us. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. We very much appreciate what you do. Fellas, I wish you a very good week. Watch some of those games. People online, do us a huge favor. Like, comment, share, if you would, this video. And if you're listening on a podcast, give us 5 stars. Right, Brooks?
Yeah, 5 stars, a review, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to us on YouTube and all our social media. There you go. Visit our website we're currently updating still.
Ooh, website's almost 100% done.
Yes.
WeAreSoccerNetwork.com.
Yes.
All right, and with that, we're out. Cheers.